Hey folks, it's the weekend. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target. What's the shape today? The shape today is it's a kitty cat, I guess. Today I find myself wanting to do this all on the body, maybe. So if I was gonna do it all in the body, how would I do that? All right. If I do it on the body like this, I think that it's a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 gradients. So let's do that. It's this might be harder, but I don't care. Okay, let's start with the nose. Conic gradient, which is what? At, and I'm going to add a 0, 0, 100%, 200 pixels, no repeat. So I'm setting myself up to do exactly what I need to do, just to try and be precise about what I'm trying to do. All right, so, and I guess if we're setting a height anyway, what I would like to do is set a height that's a little more reasonable. How about 100? 100, or maybe like 70 or something, and then push it down. 170. Maybe it's 60. Yeah, 60. Okay, so what is that conic gradient? It's at 50%, 100% from minus 30 degrees, and then it's this red for, say, 60 degrees. And then it's transparent after that. And we don't see anything. So it's from, so here's the thing about, so it's not very often that I do a conic gradient that's got both a from and an at, but it's not at blah blah comma from blah comma. It's from and then at, like that. And I kind of have it. So I'm going to put this color in the background. Plunk. And you can see I have the triangle. Now, can I do repeat X? Yeah, okay. So I think that I want to be minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4.5, 3.5. There we go. 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I might have to nuke all of this. But that's the first thing. There's our little triangle. That's a lot of code for a little triangle. But I don't care. Radial gradient. Next is a radial gradient. And we're going to do some circles for eyes. And I know that the eyes are not perfect circles. I know this. I know this. Believe you me, I know it. Radial gradient. Radial gradient. Circle. White. 30 pixels. And then 0, like that. So it's got to be bigger, right? 30. And then there's 2 circles. 40. And then move 20 pixels. 30 pixels, and then minus 30 pixels. Ooh, that's close. It's not quite right, but it is close. Okay. So that's what it looks like at 100 pixels. 0. And how about 110? So these are too close, so it needs to be further away. 180, how about? That looks right. Great. All right, so what I want to do then is what? I want the eyes to. So what are the other pieces? Oh, so now I need a very similar circle. No, I don't have to do anything to this now. But I need more circles. I need the same circles probably. I feel like I'm committed to doing the this technique of all gradients because that's what I have in my mind's eye. In reality, there's probably much simpler ways to do it. 10, 15, great. And then what? Put it at 0. Sure. So that's 1, 2, 3 gradients, and then the final thing. So what have we got left? We have to do these squares. So how hard is that going to be? Is the question. Oh, and better, maybe we do this as transparent. And then do what? Red? Okay, so now here's what we want to do. I think we're going to do a linear gradient, actually. A very tightly, I was thinking, conic gradient, but I think a linear gradient is actually what we want. Just a straightforward linear gradient. Linear gradient coming in from a 90-degree angle, and it's repeat on the x-axis only, and it's transparent, white, transparent, white, and transparent. And I want that to have, I'm going to put it at 0, 0, and then say it's 100% wide, and then it's 40 pixels tall or something. All right. So I need to move that down into the band where it's okay, where it's going to match. Oh, okay. Can I just put it in the middle? Oh, look at that. Maybe I can. Probably not. If I make it fix it, yeah. See, it's in the slightly the wrong position. So minus 10 pixels. 10 pixels. There it is. 20. There it is. Okay. So now I'm doing color stops to flesh this out. 0, 200 pixels. 0. 160, 10, 20, 30, 40, And then if the other is like that one, 290 pixels and 0. Definitely seeing some discontinuity. So that, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, four gradients. 4 gradients, and that's 100% match. Don't do it like this. This is tricky. This is a tricky way to do it. I enjoy doing it this way, but it's possible this is not for everyone, and that's fine. That's totally legit. So we'll do it one more way, and then I've got stuff to do. So let's go blank template, and we're gonna create 3 elements. Yeah, 3 elements. B and C elements. And they all get a height and a width. Width 30. And we're going to display flex. All right. And I'm going to say B is going to have a background of that red color. Background of what? What's the background? The red color. There we go. Red, and then this background be white. And then this background on the body be that. So those are 3 shapes. What next? Let's push some borders. Or let's push our margin rather. 50, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give this a width. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Beautiful. Oh, no, 110. Oh, no, no good. How about these margins? 0. There we go. 20, 30, 40, 50. And we're going to put some zeros in place there just so we can keep track of what we're doing. 6. Because otherwise that right margin pushes things in. Because of display flex's propensity to squish things down, even though you set a width, flex is going to want to, unless you do a flex wrap, it's going to squish those into place, and that can mess you up. And that's what it's doing there. Now let's set the width. Width 50. 60. This is the middle one. 7, 8. There it is. So now we got. Okay. So what next? We want a border radius of 0. 50%. 0. 50%. 50%. 0. 50%. And then C, that border radius is going to be a little different. Border radius, because I think that the background's in actually the same place. So we're at border radius, and that's 50%, 50%, 50%, 0. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay. Now, I haven't forgotten about, by the way, the fact that I'm dealing with a triangle. I haven't forgotten. Trust me. Okay, so the background, though, is a radial gradient. 1Q, oh, actually, at 10 pixels, 10 pixels, white. There it is. 0. Okay, 10, 20. I gotta put that dead center. 20, 30. And then make it a little bigger. 15. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Bar. That radius is that. And then that makes this dash dash R. Great. So I could also scale it, but I also need the center of that eyeball to be on the left-hand side, and otherwise I need to do something I need to create a variable of part of that anyway. So even if I scaled it, you know, I would need to do extra stuff. Now, B is the interesting one. I think it's a clip path, really. Clip path polygon. And the simplest polygon is 0, 0, 100% 0, 50%, 100%. That creates my triangle. Now, that's not great, right? It's clearly not what it is. Height, 50. Right? Like, and I need that border radius to be nothing. So dash dash R is 0. And there's my triangle. Now, how do I get it down? If I set a margin top, does that move everything down? Let's find out now. 40. 8, 9. That works. 100, 110, 20, 1, 2. Oh. 115, 116. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that height needs to be a little more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. All right, let's see. Let's see if that does it. So we got 3 elements that we're twisting and turning, and that's also 100%. So we did it. Let's minify. Let's get out of here. Minify, unit replace. So totally different approach. We're using a single gradient. Other than that, we do full colors, and that's a better score because it's a lot simpler, right? And I can tune this a little bit. 1Q there. Are there other tunings I could make? Probably there are. So I can do, what's that background? Is a radial gradient, so I need a back bar. G for background. And so I can do dash dash G. I'm not setting margins on anything else. I'm not setting heights. Yeah, that's a variable. R dash dash H, comma, or 100. And then that height is dash dash H. Is it shorter? Not a lot. That's fine though. Let's submit that. What else? Oh, I think I can. I think I can go. Have that be an ampersand. Oh no, I can't. I can't do that. Not the way I did it, because of the flex, the container things. But that's a final answer. Thanks for watching. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. I'm a little tired, but this was fun. That's a fun little set of eyes looking out at us from a kitty cat. Super fun. Be good to each other and take care.